Well, if you feel like you're stuck in a bit of a rut in your career, it just might be the right time to reinvent yourself. Break out of your comfort zone. Try something different. It can seem daunting and it can be frightening, but it can be done and it can get you ahead. Author of Hit the Ground Leading, Angela Mondou is here with some ideas. Good to have you back.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
This is the last of our 5-part series on your careers, and this reinvention. So reinvention is the skill of the decade.
Yeah, I think it is, absolutely. You know, I've been a bit of a reinvention expert myself. I started out as an Air Force officer in the military and then transitioned into the high-tech industry and became a marketing expert in BlackBerry. But the biggest reinvention I've done is becoming an entrepreneur and starting up my own company, Ice Leadership. And I think that what it's really about this decade is being able to drive your destiny.
Yeah.
And you choosing. Career on demand when you choose to change into what you want to do, not when the business world decides it's time for you.
How true.
Yeah.
So if you want to shake things up, what's the key thing to do?
Well, I think it really comes down to your willingness to push your envelope and really step out of your comfort zone, because to change your direction and take a right-angled turn is very much about changing your identity and facing fear.
It's scary stuff.
Yeah, it really is. It's going out, asking for something that you want that may not be what people think you should be doing.
Yeah.
So it's a tough thing. The more that you recognize you're going to be facing fear and really having to be bold, the better it is.
Is that the biggest obstacle, though, is just the insecurity, the worry about what you're doing?
It's one of the two key obstacles for why people don't make radical change in their life. Finances is one of them,
exactly.
and facing fear and the anxiety is the other.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you decide that this is the route for you, if you're considering shaking things up, reinventing yourself, what are some tips to help you succeed at it?
Well, one of the tips that I tell everybody is get intelligence, a good military expression. That means go out there, find people that have been there, done that. So if you want to go into a direction like becoming an anchor on a news show, you need to talk to people that are in the industry, if you can find a mentor. The other thing that I really think is important is understanding the skills that you need in this new space you're going to, and knowing how your skills transfer, because everything you have is transferable. How does it transfer? How do you, right? There's nothing that you have now that you're not going to use in your new career. Understanding how to position that is really critical.
So how do you get started? What's the first step to take?
Well, I think, you know, I tell everybody that to do anything in life, you got to know how to execute. You have to come up with a plan. So what are the first 3 things that you need to do to head in this new direction? One of the first things might be find someone that's been there, get a mentor. But write these 3 things down and put a timeline around it. You know, when do I need to achieve this by to start heading in this new direction within a company? It might be a new job inside a company you're looking for. You might be wanting to take a step completely outside of what you're doing now. But get a bit of a plan in place, and then the next most important thing I think is telling people, because once you start committing verbally and openly, the path starts happening for you. So that's just getting the momentum behind your plan. Really understanding the direction you want to head in and trying to find people that are there is probably one of the most powerful things that you can do.
Angela, thank you very much. Great advice, and I agree with you. Look at your skills and realize that you can transfer elsewhere.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks, Seamus.